Are you a hockey player looking for the perfect workout with just dumbbells? Then this is the video for you. What's going on, guys? Kyle here from Relentless Hockey, and today we're gonna go over the perfect workout for hockey players with just 2 dumbbells. So a lot of hockey players are either stuck at home or they wanna be doing a workout at the rink. They wanna take responsibility for their training, but they're kind of stuck in a rut with their basic workouts. And so today we're gonna be going over an elite functional workout that you can be doing with just 2 dumbbells. Let's dive in. For today's workout, we're gonna be going over all 5 movement patterns. So at Relentless, we don't believe in just doing upper body, lower body. We believe in integrative workouts. And so today we're gonna be going over a lunge, a squat, a hinge, a push, and a pull all in one workout to make sure that we are developing those integrative systems. So for today, we have 2 blocks. Our first block, we're gonna be going over 3 exercises, and then our second block, we're gonna be going over another 3. We wanna make sure that we're pushing the pace. Every one of these exercises is back to back to back, and especially because we're just using dumbbells, we don't have to wait for a bar or anything like that. Just keep pushing the pace here, no break in between, and then take around 60 seconds to kind of reset before you start over. So we're gonna be going over our block A. Let's dive in. For our first exercise, we're gonna be using a reverse lunge to overhead press. This is an amazing full body exercise that really starts to develop also some core systems. So we're starting to put some integrative systems here together. So I'm getting tall right away. I'm making sure that my shoulders back. I'm just gonna be using 1 dumbbell here. And in that same leg, I'm stepping back. Once I'm down here, I have a strong position and I'm gonna be loading up that glute. I'm pressing straight up. I have a bit of a curl and a press where I have this pause right at the top, and then I'm coming right back down. So this exercise, we wanna make sure nothing's tilting, nothing's collapsing in. I'm getting super strong and braced. I'm coming up here, I have my half curl with my press, and then I'm staying, again, super strong on the way back down. So we wanna make sure that, especially as I'm up here, I'm not kind of collapsing and falling down into it. Everything's super tight. So squeeze those glutes as much as you can, squeeze those abs, get really strong and control those movements, especially on the way down. Next exercise here is the single leg RDL to row. So an amazing exercise to not only challenge lower body stability, but full body core and strength. So I'm gonna get set up here where I have my shoulders are back. All of a sudden, as I'm here, I'm gonna be focusing on getting those hips pushed back to around here. My dumbbell should be around my shins until I kind of feel that stretch in my hamstring. And then once I'm down here, I have a row. And so this is where there's a lot of challenge. I naturally kind of want to have this like collapse in, and then to row, I kind of want to naturally rotate a little bit extra, but I want to make sure that I'm finding a fully braced position. So as I'm in that bottom and I'm staying super braced, I found my stability, then I make my row controlled, slow right back down, and then I'm finishing the rest of the RDL. We're gonna do this exercise for 8 reps, really staying controlled on that way down and finding that stability before you make your pull. All right, our next exercise here is a core exercise where we're gonna be finding stability in our upper body and then challenging our anti-rotation muscles to create a fully braced trunk. So I'm gonna get set up here in my high plank. I'm gonna be using just 1 dumbbell here out beside my body. And then as soon as I'm in my high plank, I'm gonna find a fully braced position. So I'm squeezing my ribs down, I'm squeezing my abs, my glutes are squeezed, and then I'm gonna be taking this dumbbell over to the other side of my body. So this is amazing exercise because as I start to pull, I start to want to naturally rotate, and we need to find that braced position where I'm getting really locked down and strong here. So I wanna see this for around 12 reps. This does not have to be heavy. So you could use something much lighter than 25 and just be finding that movement where I'm dragging across, I'm creating that intentional drag, and I'm creating that fully braced position. So get super strong here. Let's call it 12 to 16 reps, no rotation, everything's locked in. All right, so that was our A block. You should be going through that around 3 to 4, maybe even 5 times, getting super dialed in, and then take a little bit of a break before we get into our B block. So this is a whole new series of exercises where we're gonna be going through again 3 to 4 times, making sure that we are pushing the pace, no break in between unless you really need it, and then taking a good like 60 seconds to grab some water, relax, and then diving in fresh from the top of the set. So for my first exercise, we're gonna be doing a squat to press. So I'm gonna get set up with 2 dumbbells on my shoulders here. As soon as I'm coming down and I'm hitting my bottom, I'm getting explosive. So this exercise is more about the explosiveness than actually the strength demand. So I wanna make sure as I'm hitting this bottom position, I have my half pause here, and then I'm exploding straight up. And this is what we're really focusing on, is how fast and explosive can we get out of that bottom position to the top. You really wanna make sure that as I'm making my press, nothing's opening up, I'm staying braced down, and then as I'm making my squat, then nothing's kind of collapsing in to make my way up. Staying out, staying strong, staying braced. 8 reps here, get fired up. All right, so this is an awesome exercise to challenge that entire rotational integrative system, right? So if I'm taking some sort of slap shot, everything's rotating, right? From my hip, from my lower body, is starting that press, and then my torso's coming around, and then I'm finishing. In the slap shot case, I'm finishing with a push down. In our case, we're finishing with a push up, but we're using that same chain here. So I really wanna make sure that everything, I'm starting with that loaded hip, and as I'm coming up, I have that slight curl, and I'm making that strong press. Here, I should be fully fired and getting really aggressive. As soon as I'm ready to press, I'm getting aggressive down and then over to the other side. make sure you're resetting in between sets, reps, not just rushing through here. 8 to 10 reps, really focusing on that power push right through to the finish. So our last exercise here is the Renegade Row, an awesome upper body and kind of full body exercise here where we really have to stay strong and braced. So I am gonna have a classic push-up here. I'm gonna be using my dumbbells. I'm gonna make sure that my wrist is staying fully straight here. I don't have a flared wrist position. I'm getting nice and strong here. And then I'm just gonna have a nice slow control on the way down, getting to this bottom position, making my strong press. And then I have a pull into my ribs or side hip and then over to the other side as well. So if I'm too heavy here or if I can't find my control here, it's natural to try and rotate and create that extra pull, right? So I want to make sure that I'm fighting against that. If you can't find that, get a little bit wider. It's going to help you kind of resist against that rotation, still making that strong press up, but then it's a little bit easier to make that pull into your ribs and then back over to the other side. So this is an exercise where we're really focusing on a lot of different elements here and we're really creating really strong chains. So I want to make sure that you're getting braced, getting strong here, going slow and controlled for the entire exercise. 8 to 10 reps, get dialed in here, let's go. So that is the perfect dumbbell workout for hockey players to really take their strength, power, and functional strength to the next level. And so this is the kind of workout that you can be doing anywhere, anytime, whether you have some dumbbells at the rink, you have them at home, you shouldn't be waiting for that strength hit. You shouldn't be waiting for team workouts. You need to take responsibility for your training if you want to take your game to the next level. If you are looking for more resources, guys, head over to relentlesshockey.com where we have tons of different training programs, training videos, and training articles all designed for hockey players to take their game to the next level. Get out there and get relentless.